to another episode of Dashing in the Dark. I don't know, it's just fun to say that for whatever reason. So a little play on words of Bruce Springsteen's Dancing in the Dark, and but you know what, we're not dancing, we are dashing. And it is dark, so therefore we have a catchy little catchphrase. So I did a little research. I'm going to turn the light off so it'll be dark, but I wanted to kind of start out this way. So driving around, I just finished up the regular episode for tonight. I've got a couple more hours, maybe 3 at the most. I'm sitting at 65, 75. After 4 hours at $65, it's close, within a little bit, right? Of being, it's within $15 of being $20 an hour. But to catch up to that, I would have to have a lot of good orders over the next 2 or 3 to get $100 or $20 an hour. Now at $65, and I've been 4 hours, even to go another 2 hours to get 100 before the night's out, that'll be kind of tough as well, just based upon experience. Not to say that it can't happen, because we could get some good orders, but it's just on a Wednesday night. We're in the South, it's church night for a lot of people. They will either go out to eat or grab something on the way home, not having to pay extra money for DoorDash. So I would say if I get $85 to $90 tonight, it'd probably be a good night. So I haven't had any cash orders tonight, so there's that as well. So no extra cash tips. I've only gotten one after delivery tip tonight for $1 extra. And a dollar's a dollar, right? We're here to make money, and someone giving over and above what the stated delivery that I accepted, so I'm appreciative of that. So anyway, I hope everybody's had a good day. I don't have a clue when this video will post. As I have stated in the past, I would love to be able to live stream these videos, but YouTube has a little rule that says you gotta have 50 followers. Well, I have 4, so maybe once you guys watch this video, maybe you'll give me another follower or 2 or 10 or 50. The reality is, it's not being put in front of that many people for them to even see it. And I know it's kind of a weird niche. I don't know what my real niche is. It's really catered to be towards DoorDashers, and me to have an outlet just to say whatever I want to say, you know? So I am kind of a nerd for little numbers, and not so much that I want to work with numbers, but I do like to see my own stats. So just like playing a video game, so I used to play Super Nintendo football, and I was, before my brother or other people I was playing with, they would just like start a new game. I was like, no, we gotta go look at the stats first, right? I love looking at stats. I love looking at my own balance sheets, as far as I use a budgeting cash, I don't know what you would call it, but a tool, right, that I use to see all of my accounts, as far as credit cards and savings and checking accounts, and all my bills are attached to it, so I can see everything in one place. So I like seeing that kind of stuff and staying on top of the things that I have to stay on top of. and it's easier for me to see everything there and see those numbers. So the same thing with DoorDash. I like seeing the numbers as far as your AR, the completion rate, all the other stuff, the 5 stars, your rating and stuff like that. So I like to be able to do those kinds of things. Anyway, I don't know there. I'm getting an order. It is a Pizza Hut. Seems like it is a true delivery with no cash. $7 plus. So the total will be higher. So we're gonna find out how much higher than $7. So it's only 2.6 miles, so that's a bonus as well. So I'm gonna say the total will be $9 even after the plus. The plus will be $2 extra. So that's my guess. Anybody watching this video, plug in your comments what you think that what you think the additional tip is going to be on there. I've seen anywhere from like a quarter up to like, I've seen some good ones. I can't remember. I've had some catering ones that say like 20 something dollars, and you get there and deliver it and it's like 50 something dollars, so like 30 extra bucks. So stuff like that. I've had one that was delivered a long ways away, but it ended up being like a $220 order, and they gave me over $100 tip. So, but it was probably a good 30 miles away. Took me probably 45 minutes to get there, 45 minutes to get back, but I think it was like 220 bucks. So that was me working on a Sunday one time. But all right, so welcome again to Dashing in the Dark. I appreciate you taking the time to visit with us. I'm gonna hit this little Pizza Hut up and see what we can get going. I'll see you on the other side. Alright, so I'm back. We are dashing in the dark still, and this one is right over by the house, so I called up my girlfriend and said, hey, do you mind fixing me a little sandwich? And so she was nice enough to say, well, I guess so. She was very gracious and said yes. So I am gonna stop by there after I deliver this and get a bite to eat, and then head back out for a little while. And yeah, so, and this gives me an opportunity to not have to go to a convenience store restroom or restaurant one. So yeah, anyway. So all the joys, everything you wanted to know about dashing, but we're afraid to ask. So, but yeah, this person, I've gotten his person's order like 5 times, and they happen to live in my neighborhood. And I don't know if they probably don't know that I'm the same person that they commented on my post in our neighborhood little kerfuffle in our neighborhood Facebook group. But he almost every time he ever says anything on anything that I say, he agrees with me totally. So, but anyway, and truthfully, I don't even know if I've ever met him. I've delivered to his house a handful of times, but I don't think I've met him. But anyway, I'm on Facebook. I don't know that I'm friends with him. I just see where we live in the same neighborhood, and he's commented on my stuff before. So anyway, so I'm gonna go drop this off. I will be back shortly. But truthfully, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this thing, and then I will eat me a sandwich, and then I will be back. So I will talk to you guys in a little bit, but yeah, it'll seem like no time at all. Alright, I am back because I forgot about one little detail. So, we had a guessing contest. So what did you guys guess? So the DoorDash pay was $2.75, which was a fairly decent DoorDash pay for the distance, because it really wasn't that far. Then on top of that, it was a $8 tip, which made the total $10.75, which I said $2 extra. So this was actually $3.75 more than the original total of $7 plus. So I had said $9, but it was $10.75. So appreciate it to that dude who lives in my neighborhood who doesn't know who I am. So anyway, thank you guys. I will be back. I'm gonna pause for a few minutes and grab a sandwich, and we'll be back after a while. All right, I am back from eating some dinner, and welcome back to Dashing in the Dark. So had me a little flatbread with some pizza sauce and what did it have? Some mozzarella and some chicken. Very tasty. And I got a 1 12-ounce can of regular Mountain Dew. So I'm just gonna open that up and have me some. I decided that I needed it. And here's the thing about it, is I haven't had any in I don't know how many days, but it's been, I don't know, did I have any over the weekend? I might have had one on Monday. But I don't know. They are getting to be somewhat mundane the more I get off of them. But I know because of the things they put in here, it is highly addictive, and if I don't supplement the caffeine with some other supplement, with some other caffeinated beverage, which I do, then I would have a massive headache for like 3 or 4 days. And I don't know, I don't know that caffeine is a bad thing. I do know the stuff they put in this Mountain Dew. I don't know what all they put in there. Some people like, that's the worst drink you could ever drink in your life. And I'm like, well, I've been drinking it for 30 years. Just look at me, you can tell now. But I know there's things in here that make it somewhat addictive more than the caffeine. I am not a big fan of high fructose corn syrup. And it's been in our food since maybe the 70s, maybe the 80s. Here, we'll do some research. Okay, Google. When was high fructose corn syrup added to foods in the United States?
High fructose corn syrup, HFCS, was invented in 1957 by Richard O. Marshall and Earl R. Couey. However, it didn't see widespread use in the United States until the 1970s. Several factors contributed to its increased adoption. Rising sugar prices. In the late 1970s, sugar prices in the U.S. significantly increased due to import tariffs and domestic sugar production quotas. Falling corn prices. Simultaneously, government subsidies for corn production led to an oversupply and lower prices for corn. Cost effectiveness. HFCS became a significantly cheaper alternative to sucrose, table sugar, for food and beverage manufacturers. Technological advancements. Improvements in enzyme technology made HFCS production more efficient. The use of HFCS grew rapidly in the 1980s, with major beverage companies like Coca-Cola.
So, sorry. This is a tough one. $9.25 for 10 freaking miles. I'm gonna go ahead and do it just so I can get 10 more dollars, and I hope to get. That's gonna take about 20, maybe, probably 30 minutes to deliver that. So that means in the next 30 minutes after that, I will need more, like another $15 after that. Or maybe I can talk these people into giving me a tip, but I kind of doubt it because I know where we're delivering to. Not to say I've never got additional tips from anyone in that area, because I have, but the odds are slim. And especially it's already a $9 delivery. So yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of slim. But $9.25 for 10 miles is not the best, but I hate to turn down a $10 order. Went at $9.25 over about a 30-minute window is going to be at an $18.50 clip for an hour. And let's see, it's 10 minutes till. So we'll see what time it is when I get back to a delivery area that's appropriate for where I want to deliver in, and see if it took me more than 30 minutes. So 10 minutes till, now it's 9 minutes till, so we'll see. So high fructose corn syrup, invented in the 50s, but not highly used until, what? Tariffs were used in the 70s, which raised the price of sugar. Don't know where that sugar was coming from. And subsidies given to corn growers. Where the heck is this restaurant? Is it even freaking open? They have a sign outside, but it's not lit up. I don't know if it's supposed to light up or not, but it's not. But they do have an open sign, so. Alright. So subsidies to the corn growers. All of that probably led to by who? Lobbyists. So we'll talk more about that when I get back. Alright. So, send a quick message saying I'm on my way. Order. Send a picture. Which one's gonna be? Alright, this guy's getting Captain Jack. And then directions. And where? Across the freeway. Or a long ways. A long ways. Alright. A long ways. Okay. So, high fructose corn syrup. Highly embedded into American foods as a sugar substitute. But the crazy thing is, it seems like Alright, I'm gonna put you on hold. I got a call coming in from the kid, so I will be right back. Alright guys, so I had to get on a phone call with the kids. They were evidently hanging out at someone else's house, and my daughter went to pick up my son and back to their mom's house, and they were in a discussion about he might want to play soccer again. So I don't know that he really wants to play soccer, or he thinks one of his friends who's never played soccer might want to play soccer for the first time. So I don't know. It's kids are kids, and I'm like, part of me wants to help them, part of me wants to let them figure it out on their own, you know, that kind of deal. But at the end of the day, it's like, if they want to sit there and argue with you about it, then there's no sense in arguing with them, because they're going to find out the hard way if they don't like it. And it could be that I'm wrong, you know, but I might have a little bit of experience. But anyway, so back to dashing in the dark. So I last left y'all. I was going to drop off an order, and my hope was that it was 10 till the top of the hour, and I would be back to my dashing area within 30 minutes, and it's been 42 minutes. And I probably got about 2 or 3 more minutes before I get up there, and I had to pause my orders because I was getting crap orders way over in areas that I had not wanted to go to at all. So I'm going to now, what is this messages out here? LOL, okay, thank you. Okay, I guess that's my last dasher. I never did say that I delivered the order, but he was out there waiting for me, so return to dash, resume dash, because I had to pause it. And in the meantime, I dropped to 68%. So yay for me for dropping to 68%. And this is a true version of dashing in the dark, because there is not any light at all here. So I'm sure we'll pass by some bright lights in a minute or two. But yeah, there, I can barely see my face now. Some billboards are lit up. There's not much light coming off this dash, evidently. So anyway, so I'm up to $85.75, and I'm gonna say I might go another, how much? I still need about 2,900 steps, which means a good 30 minutes, which means I need to be home 40 minutes before midnight for sure, but I don't want to be out till 11:30. So I'm gonna say my cutoff of my last order will be at 10:30, and that way I can get home by 11ish. I mean, I hope. I would love just to get a $15 order right now and deliver it and go to the house. But that doesn't always happen. Maybe I can get 3 $5 orders in the next hour and go to the house. That would be awesome. But maybe I can get a decent order this late at night. And there's half of it. Freaking frack. Why? Alright, I'm gonna take it. It's 13.5 miles for $8. Wow, I am very torn about this. And it is going the wrong way. I am not gonna take that. Which knocks me to 67%. 13 miles back into, in places I don't want to be. So, not even by accident. So, I'm going to just, and that was going all the way down to the next exit, the other direction, then have to turn around and go back the other way. No. So, I will keep driving and see what happens. I don't know. That would have taken no less than, that would have been another 45-minute round trip. for $8. And I promise you, the last $9.75 I got for 45 minutes was not really worth it. And here is $3.50 from a Pizza Hut, and it's not a cash order for 2.5 miles. I am not doing that, so decline. I got left at 67%. So now we're just playing a decline game because I'm not taking these crap orders, and they can keep socking them to me. I'm just not going to take them. So it looks like Friday night I will be fighting to get my status back, because tonight I will not have it. It's like right now is one of those times that I feel frustrated, because these orders are garbage and they know it, and they're sending it to me and I'm declining them, which just makes my status go down. And I might as well just go to the house. There's a $7 for 6.6 miles at a freaking gas station. Alright. I accepted it. And the crazy thing is, I gotta go all the way up here, make the loops to the other side of the freeway, loop back, go back to the last exit I was at, 2 miles back, and then pick up food at a gas station, and then go somewhere out in the middle of nowhere. But hopefully it's not that bad, because it's all freeways for at least 4 of those 7 miles or 6 miles. Fingers crossed anyway. So, yeah, it's very, very, very frustrating on some of this stuff. So, alright. So someday, I don't know, one of these days, my goal is to have these long videos turn into shorts that I can plug out there, and maybe people will see it and glean some information from it. I don't know if I try not to be frustrated about stuff, but every once in a while these kind of back to back things just kind of wear on you. Because I was at 72 earlier tonight. Now I'm at 67. That means I've declined no less than 5. But I know at one time I was at 72. I declined 1 and stayed at 72. I was at 67. I stayed at 67. So that's at least 7 declines tonight. And for any night, that is ridiculous. 7 declines in any night, I just think is ridiculous. Ridiculous. So, rant over until I get started again. So we are getting a Buc-ee's, and one of the car dealerships has a big sign that says "Welcome Buc-ee's." Who knows when it'll be finished? I know they just broke ground on it a few weeks ago. It may be next year, the year after, whenever they finally get it to open. I don't think there's one within 250 some odd miles a year. So I went to one last year over around, I don't even know where the heck we were. I think we're the other side of Birmingham, because we went to Atlanta for a few days for a conference, and we went on out to Charleston and Savannah for a few days, and then this year we went to one in Amarillo on our way to Arizona. So we stopped at the Buc-ee's on the way out, stopped at the Buc-ee's on the way back. So if you haven't been to a Buc-ee's, you gotta find one. I feel like I'm gonna be in trouble just because of the banana pudding. So yeah. Alright. We're almost to this Casey's gas station. And just a quick promo on our last video, so be sure and catch the last one if you're just if you haven't seen it. We did our top 5 salad dressings, so you don't want to miss that. That's prime time right there. You gotta see that top 10. And I feel like I had pretty good financial advice in that early episode as well, so you want to catch on to that and see what's going on. I believe that there's little things that we can do in our lives to make our lives better, especially if we're young. Because you're young, you don't know anything, you think you know everything, but the reality is that you may not understand that you don't have a lot of responsibility, and you can take certain things like working an extra 2 hours at DoorDash to make 25 extra bucks a week and sock it away. And if you continue to do that when you get in your real job and your real career and start doing that over years, then especially in a Roth IRA where it grows tax-free, you will be rocking it. I'll have to run some numbers at some point, get back to you guys on that, but I ran these numbers a year or 2 ago because I really wanted my own 2 kids to do that kind of stuff, and to be able to say, hey, $25 a week is not a big deal. But sometimes they're working, sometimes they're not working, so it just depends on what that kind of stuff is. But anyway, I want to run in and grab this food. I'll be back. Alright guys, so that's what happens when I rage too much over some DoorDash, is I have to go out there and get a Snickers bar. And it's like great googly moogly. So I'm gonna take the edge off with a Snickers bar and a swig of Mountain Dew. How about that? So I picked up this order. It was not a food order, it was more a convenience store order, because Casey's does have pizzas and I don't know, cookies, and I don't know what else they make in the store. They're not gourmet by any means, but we had a pizza one night because something got jacked up with a pizza order. I think they made the same pizza twice, and he was just like, well, actually, I think I asked for it. I was like, if you don't have anything to do with that pizza, I'll take it. And so he just gave it to me. So we had a Casey's pizza one night, or probably for lunch the next day, because I think that was back when I was working after midnight. I haven't done that since last year. So, alright, I'm feeling better already. One thing I haven't mentioned tonight, because I haven't been trying to sell anything, but stuff that we've talked about in previous DoorDashes about products and things like that, like Cliff Bars and the excuse me. I probably should eat and talk at the same time. This is how I'm gonna go out on video, choking to death, eating a Snickers bar while I'm DoorDashing and recording it all. But anyway, so I will be putting links to products that help supplement me, which would help me greatly. So if you need some products, I do feel strongly that if you use my link, it doesn't cost any extra, right? It just gives me a little finder's fee for you going to that website, and usually it's just Amazon or maybe something else. But if you see a link to something on my thing, it's usually because we've talked about it in this episode or some previous episode. So I think there would be a link to a Lark water bottle in the whatever it's called, in the description. Not in the description, but in the thing below the description, whatever that's called. And then also in Cliff Bars, because I normally eat Cliff Bars. I forgot to bring one today, but I get Cliff Bars in a 15 pack, and if you get them on subscription, they're pretty cheap. Like, I don't know what they cost, but they're cheaper, right? And I feel like it's instead of eating a candy bar, it's got more healthy kind of things in it. It's a lot of all organic stuff in there. I'm sure there's stuff that's not as healthy, but it's that healthier option than a regular candy bar. So to me, that white chocolate macadamia nut one is the best. I haven't tried them all, but I've tried a few back in the day. I used to get different flavors, but at the end of the day, that was always my favorite. So I probably should go out there and look and see what other kind of flavors they have. I used to get that blueberry crisp one, and I wonder if it was just, I don't know what happened, but their recipe fluctuates over time, and they were getting to be more crispy or something, and I was just like, no. If they were more like the ones that these new ones, the last 6 months or last 3 months of these ones that I've been getting are a lot more gooey and sticky, and it's almost like a sticky bun. You can't even touch it with your fingers, or you're just going to be a sticky mess the rest of the day. But anyway, they taste good. I like the flavor of them better now than I did when they weren't as sticky. So whatever that tells you. But anyway. Alright, so, but if you see those links, by all means, help me out. It just helps me out with, I mean, the reason I'm DoorDashing, right? So if I can find other avenues to get out there and make extra money, then I greatly appreciate it. So, and it doesn't cost any extra. So if you need it, if you need something else from Amazon, send me a message and I'll get you a link to it. That would be awesome. So here's a new street for me. I've never been down this street. I've driven down that main road 1,000 times and didn't even know this road was here. DoorDash GPS stinking it up. Alright, I'm gonna go deliver this and I will be back. So for some reason my video ended, so I just started a new one. So I don't know if, surely I'm not running out of space, because I had plenty of space. So I just missed another DoorDash for $4.50, and I'm just like, so tired of it. So tired of it. Anyway, there's another order at KFC. Let's see what we got. Oh, you people are killing me. You are killing me. $4.25 for 5 miles and 5.4 miles. What is this gonna shoot my, I'm down to 66. I haven't been down to 66 in forever. Alright. I'm just gonna play the game. How low can you go? How low can you go? I need $8. I think these people are trying to kill me. I seriously think they're trying to kill me. I'm gonna accept this one. Mm-mm-mm. $5.75 for 5.2 miles. Mm-mm-mm. There's a small sense of desperation in that last accept, because it was crap. It was absolute crap. Where? I am not going to go that way. Alright, DoorDash. Sometimes dashing in the dark is just a bunch of hooey. I gotta get home and take the trash out. Alright. Oh, so that didn't help. A Mountain Dew and a Snickers bar. Here's hoping Friday night goes well. Because it's gonna have to. I may have to work on Saturday or Sunday. gonna have to work on Saturday or Sunday. Okay. Oh, so dashing in the dark. Dashing in the dark. I know I saw on one of the groups I'm in for dashers, I saw that somebody was like, I'm not getting any orders, I'm just going to go home. But they had been sitting out there for an hour and not got a single freaking order, which I've done that before, and it's very frustrating. It's either the market is saturated, or they're not giving you any orders for whatever reason. You know, whether it's some kind of low status, or it's, you know, I don't know. It seemed to be when I came back from vacation and didn't have 100 deliveries in the last 30 days, and for each of the days that I was on vacation had 0, and every day I worked after that I had to replace the zeros. But so basically I was gone for 2 weeks, and I hit it hard for the 2 weeks before that. So I was having 10, 12, 15, 17 dash nights for like 2 weeks every day, like Saturdays and Sundays before we went on vacation, just so I could try to pay for the vacation, right? And when I came back home, I would dash back to my normal, where I would dash for like 6 hours, and I would go for 3 hours, and I would go for 6 hours, and I would go for 3 hours. Well, every day my dashes were dropping because I had hit it so hard the 2 weeks before, and it was 2 whole weeks after I got back from vacation that my numbers for the last 30 days started to go up, because that's when the 0 days started taking a hold, and the the 5 to 10 days, the 5 to 10 deliveries I get per day, were not, were being counted, right? But 5 to 10, so let's just say you do 10, and then you do 5, so that would be what, 30, 40 deliveries in a week, but then they're hard freaking deliveries, because you might not be getting any deliveries because you're sitting there, you're driving around, you sit in parking lots, and you're not getting any deliveries. And that's the stuff. I don't even know if this place is still open on the inside. I'm gonna drive through the drive-thru, and they'll probably make me drive back around and come inside. If I'm at the right place. Burger King.
Hi, welcome to Burger King, where you roll. This is Brooke. How can I help you?
So, this is where you what?
Roll.
Rule?
What can I get you?
Hey, I have a DoorDash from Miriam.
DoorDashers have to come in.
Thank you so much. I thought I was ruling today. All right. So, just as a reminder, go and edit some of that stuff out, because it was not very nice to the whatever, really just to the window, because no one could hear me, but not too happy. It's after 10 o'clock, and Burger King, home of the Whopper, where they say where you rule when you go through the freaking drive-thru. No, you don't rule. There's not a single person in the whole freaking store. There's not a single person in the drive-thru, and yet they want me to come inside. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? And you walk in there, and the floor is sopping wet. A break your neck slippery, right? And so they want me to come in, and I said it read it right on the freaking dash, right on the page where you say go in the store. It says the lobby may be closed after 8 o'clock. Go through the drive-thru. So I went through the drive-thru, and then they say it's policy. Well, I call BS on that. I call BS. Alright. Sorry, people. I'm blocking the exit. I am the jerk. Okay. Oh, it's 5 minutes away. I'm gonna need another, I don't know, a few more dollars after this one to hit 100. I'm at the never-ending red light here. Especially when there's no cars coming. Every red light all the way down to where I have to turn. There was one, there's two, I can see a red light down here. Maybe it'll change before, oh, it changed to green. Now I gotta get there before it changes back to red. Oh, 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 I think I'm gonna make it. Woo! Alright, we made it. Well, alright. Alright. So dashing after dark. I don't remember what I had when we started. Maybe $65. We may have to work a little late tonight, but I think we're gonna hit the 100. Even if I have to take a low ball order after this one, which I do not want to do. But if I am like $4 away from getting 100, then I will be taking a $4 order. I got another. I missed 2 red lights. 3 red lights. I got 3 green lights and now I'm on a red one. So 3 out of 6 reds. Oh. I don't know what that cop was passing a car, turned his flashing lights on, and then turned them off. I thought that would be very interesting. Well, I was going to get over it, but then it said the lane closes and there's a flagman ahead, so I don't know what's going on here. But I need to turn on this road right here, so I don't see any flagmen. And it comes up across that bridge fast. Okay. And I make a U-turn into these people's driveway. Is it one house or is this a duplex? I guess that's just one house. Alright, I'm gonna pause this. I'll be right back. Alright, you're never gonna believe this. $14. 10.9 miles. And I'm going to hit, I don't pause orders after delivery, because I gotta be getting home. I still got 2,600 steps, which is roughly 26 minutes. So I need to be home no later than 11:30. Fingers crossed I will be. Now here's the downside, is this is at Popeye's Chicken. And Popeye's Chicken this time of night might have a line in the drive-thru, because they definitely lock their doors early. But it's going to take me 5 or 6 minutes or more to get there from here. Let's see, 5 minutes according to my GPS, and that puts me at 10:23, and I should deliver that in 15, maybe 20 minutes. So that's going to put me at a roughly 10:45-ish. So I might make it home by 11:05, 11:15. And boom. Unless something goes on here with Popeyes not having their order or whatever, it could have sucked me in and then spit me back out here. But right now I'm gonna be over $100. Let's see. It says $98.50 plus $14 puts me up there where I want to be. Puts me up there where I want to be on a Wednesday night. Lots of frustrations. Knocked me down to 68%. And then Popeyes comes to the rescue. We shall see. I used to work later than midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and stuff like that. And a lot of so Taco Bell, maybe some Wendy's at some places, Casey's convenience store, and that's about it. Casey's will have people in there making pizzas at middle of the night, but usually the orders were pretty good. So if I'm doing what I should, or doing what I'd hoped to anyway. But I promise you, back in the day, before I got any status, I did not have $100 nights. Or if I did, it was because I worked till 1 o'clock in the morning. Like now, I mean, I'm gonna have a $100 night before 11. Sometime, like the other night, it was like I got home right around 10, and I had 108, I think. So it's all gonna work out. I do need to get in that other lane. These people will turn there or let me in their turn. And then I can take my shortcut cheap into the Popeyes. Popeyes, conveniently, as you're doing the loop to go the other direction on the freeway access road, well, they have an entrance to their drive-through right here on that loop on the freeway. And look at this. This is the first time ever this late at night there's not a line of cars. Okay, arrived at the store. Make sure there's drinks. Okay.
Welcome to Popeye.
Yeah, I got a DoorDash for Brandy.
Alright, you can pull up.
Thank you. Now there are 3 cars around the corner. So that's what I like to find out, is what are people eating this late at night? A 4-piece signature chicken combo, spicy, 2 sides and a large drink with a Coca-Cola, with the coleslaw and mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I eat that stuff at 10 o'clock at night, I would be up all night long with heartburn or indigestion or something. Second is a pickle glazed chicken sandwich combo with bacon and cheese. Or maybe it just says add bacon. And then coleslaw and mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy. And a Dr. Pepper. And that's it. I guess I could, seeing how I'm sitting here, send them a note. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Popeyes is working on your order. Let me know if there's anything I can do to make your experience better. You don't get that kind of service just anywhere. It's only at Dashing in the Dark on the Rambling Dasher. Alright. What image are we gonna put with this for Brandy? We're gonna go with Jim. Jim peeking through the blinds, saying, watching the restaurant prepare your order like, really he's just creeping is what I think. Alright, so we sent our messages. While I'm sitting here, I'm going to review some drama on Facebook, because that's what I do, evidently. Oh, and it is funny you should say that. Alright, so here's my coup de grace of people asking for special things, right? Hey James, will you ask them to include a couple of their original dipping sauces? We will pay more if needed. I overlooked this option when ordering. What I want to know is, how are you going to pay more? Are you going to pay me more if I get them for free? So, I just said, I'll ask. I'll get them if they cost extra. Okay, so my first thing when I look on Facebook, right? I look on here and it says, now in our neighborhood group, and I don't know who this is, but it says, too much drama. So this woman, not associated with any of the other posts, just out and out in the middle. Too much drama. I never knew that moving into a POA neighborhood would have so much drama and so many complaints. All the joys of a growing neighborhood. Good night. Now they sent me a whole paragraph. Our house is a circle drive with a silver car and a gold car in the driveway, plus my work truck, which is wrapped with something, almost impossible to miss. LOL. Thank you for requesting the sauces. We never order this late, and I'm usually not this tired. Your time and effort is appreciated. So I said, think you're still in line and it's moving slow. I'm in no man's land between the mic and the window. I'll ask when I get up there. Alright, so here goes. Now I gotta get him to come to the window. They're packing some stuff up. You know they need glasses like me when they're looking at the receipts like this. This is how I read things without some reading glasses. Alright, I might have to make some room here. This is one thing I don't like about going through the drive-thru is the fact that I have to put everything in the front seat. I could possibly get one of these bags here, but I don't know how much drinks and all that crap is going to be here. They still haven't come to the window. I think I've only seen one person working in here tonight, so who knows. Yep. Hey, I have a favor because they said they forgot to order it. Can I have a couple of those original dipping sauces?
What kind of?
Original?
We don't have original dipping sauce.
What do you got?
They cost.
Huh?
They cost
How much?
35 cents.
So you can't just give me a couple.
Now they don't be covered with chicken.
All right. So I'll pay. So yeah, can I just get a couple? I'll pay you.
Okay, so what is original? I don't know what original.
That's just. I don't know what the flavors are. That's what they said. So will you? How many flavors do you have?
Seven.
What's the most popular?
Sweet heat.
Sweet heat. Can you get me 2 sweet heats and 2 of your next most populars? Do you have a carrying thing? Okay. And here, I'll just give you that. Keep the change. I know it ain't much, seeing how they charge 35 cents a thing. All right. Thank you. Have a good night. So they don't have original. Oh my goodness. You're killing me, Smalls. Get all ready to drive off. And they're like, hey, can you get a picture of the receipt? I don't even think there is a receipt. Directions. Alright. 11 minutes there. I can make it there without losing this stuff all over. We'll see if they reimburse me for the $2 I gave for their sauces that don't even know if they'll like them at all. She gave me a TY, so. But anyway, it was at least I don't remember, $14 order, so that turns it to a $12 order. And that means I gotta go steal $2 out of my piggy bank to replace my change bucket. So but it'll all work out. Sometimes you just never know. I'm just glad to get the $10 or $12, $14 order, whatever it's going to end up being, as my last order, even though it's freaking 10 miles away. But 10 miles away, 10 miles back, get my walk in, get ready for bed. He's got people pulled over out here. I don't know, I took my car into the shop this morning, they're supposed to have rotated the tires, which there's no doubt that they did, but I'm kind of hearing, like, when I'm on the freeway, I don't know if, it just sounds weird, like a little bit of a vibration. About that. I don't know what that might be. I might ought to take a visual of the tires tomorrow when it's daylight out. But tomorrow I'm taking a break from DoorDashing, and we are all going to see Cake at an outdoor amphitheater here in town. Grab a bite to eat, figure out if we're gonna be able to eat at the venue. I don't know if they have like food trucks or anything, or if I'm gonna have to get some food, eat it, and then go to the concert. But we're gonna dig out a blanket or two and sit in the grass, and just have a good night out and about. So, fingers crossed that's what happens. Fingers crossed that's what happens. So, dashing in the dark, I can tell you this much. I don't normally dash this late, and I'm feeling tired and not so motivated to carry on a conversation by myself. What I don't know is that will I ever get to enough viewers or enough subscribers that I can well, you want to know something else? I don't know that I can live stream because the phone I'm using does not have internet. It's not a man, it's something else right there. Yeah, that's interesting. Something I guess I hadn't really thought about. I just thought I was going to use the main phone that I have to be able to live stream directly on that phone, but I'm not going to be able to do that. So I got to figure out how can I live stream using my phone. I don't know how to do it. Because I'm going to have to, I got to be able to use the phone to take the orders, use the GPS. Is there a way to live stream without, what are you people doing? I guess they're getting off at the same exit I am. They're just going 40 miles an hour on a major interstate to get off at an exit that's, you know, okay. So, I guess this is what happens. I get tired and cranky this late at night, especially with frustrations of DoorDash being thrown at me with these lowball orders that I have to decline because of my standards. Alright, 18-wheelers, stay in your lane. Do not come over here. Don't even think about it. I'm in a tiny car. Don't run me over. Alright, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. I feel like I'm on a roller coaster with these little tight roundabouts or whatever they're not roundabouts, but circles to get back up on the freeway. Oh, that's why they're getting off the freeway, because the freeway's all backed up. Forgot that lane kind of does a... You gotta change lanes without notice. And that's what happened to the dude behind me. He got short notice that I was changing lanes. Although he must have turned, because he's not behind me anymore. Alright, where are we at? Where are we? Where are we? Alright, let's see. It still says 3 minutes from here. Good night. I thought we were right in this neighborhood, but evidently it said 7/10 of a mile, and now it's down to 2 minutes, but still. It's like, where in the never-ending web of this city are we going? Ugh. This thing has me zigzagging all over the place. This thing is crap. utterly crap. 10. Okay. Utterly crap. I promise you, it is crap. I'm hoping this is it. There's people on the porch. Oh, and there's all the vehicles that they said are in the driveway. Alright, I'll be back. Alright. So, another dashing in the dark comes to a conclusion. So let's see what we ended up with. So we're going to say continue and handed the order to the customer. Continue to complete delivery. Confirm. And $14, so that's $6 with an $8 tip. I paid $2 for the sauces they wanted. He gave me $4 in cash, so it came up to be a $16 order, so with a $2 tip. So not too bad overall. Let's see what the overall nightly numbers are when I hit in dash. And because look at that, no spots are open right now. You can try to schedule later. So I don't have enough status to dash now. So I'm gonna go to the earnings and see what we did for Wednesday. Wow, look at that. 6 hours, 47 minutes, 12 deliveries for $112.50. So we can talk about that a little bit. So our goal, hold on, let me try to back out here first. Alright, our goal is $100 on a long night, so we got $112 plus $2. We got $2 cash tip. Yep. So $2 cash tip. So 114. So we beat our $100 goal for the night. Yes. 6 hours and 47 minutes for 112 minutes, or $112, $114. So that would have been at $20 an hour would have been almost 140. So we were well off of that goal. That's a tough one to get, especially on a Wednesday night. So I understand. The other goal is $10 per delivery. That's also a lofty goal on any night. Some nights you can do it. It usually takes a good $20 order to balance out some of the other smaller orders. And tonight we didn't have too many of those. So we averaged 12 but we almost got 114, and it should be 120. I am so lost right here. So we're just gonna drive up through here and see. I'm gonna take this road because I think I know where it goes. So anyway, so 112 on 12 orders, and the goal is 110, or our $10 per order would be 120. So we missed it by like $5.50. So that particular goal is not too bad off. But the number one goal we wanted is to get $100. They got our order wrong, LOL. We ordered 4-piece tenders and got 4-piece breast, thighs, and drumsticks. So anyway, yeah, who knows? So hopefully, I put on there, I'm so sorry, DD support will make it right. I think she was working, I can't spell, alone tonight. I think she was, huh. Oh crap, that's not good. Alright, so they just wrote, it's all good. The description photo didn't match the item ordered. I used to be an account manager for Bite Squad and Grubhub. No worries, it happens. My husband says they're awesome. I agree, thank you. Said you're awesome, so meaning me. So, so I wrote, because he told me his name was Jimmy, because I always give people a hard time just to make jokes or whatever, when especially if it's like a man comes out but a woman's name is on the order. I said, you don't look like Brandy, you're bigger than I don't even know if he might not be bigger than Brandy, who's to say. But anyway, I said, you don't look like a Brandy. He says, no, I'm Jimmy. I was like, all right. So anyway, I told her, because my name is James and I used to go by Jimmy when I was a kid, and I said, Jimmy's a good guy, I can tell by his name. And she goes, haha, 100%. And I just said, thank you, good night. So we'll see. But anyway, that kind of makes my day on the last dash. Even though that lady at Popeyes, I think, was struggling. So anyway, all in a day's work, $112. Let me see, what does that put me at for the week? Normally through these 3 days, which would be 2 long days and one half day, whatever, 6 hours for 2 days and 3 hours for the other. So the goal is 150 and then 100. So right now I am at 260, and that's not counting any cash. I can't remember how much cash I got on Monday. I don't think I got a single cash anything last night, and then the $2 I got tonight that are not included in here. So yeah, I'm doing good, but I'm also down because tomorrow night's a $50 night, and I will not make the $50 tomorrow night. So, but we'll make it on Friday. So, with that, I will say arrivederci, call it a night. And I will catch you guys again in a couple days. So be good. Bye.